people, good evening. Welcome to another vlog. It is currently 6 o'clock. I got back home a couple of minutes ago from college and I went to Mandir, got the printouts for tomorrow's presentation. Tomorrow is the one-day national conference on women-led development by RESCOL and ICSSR, and it is going to be a national conference, so there are a lot of entries, a lot of participants participating in the conference for presenting their papers. I am also presenting my research paper tomorrow, so I'm taking you guys along with me while I am going to be presenting my research paper. There is part 1 to this, which is writing my research paper in less than 12 hours vlog, which I will link up above here in the eye. But then in that video I have covered me writing my final research paper in less than 12 hours. But for now I'm taking you guys along with me through today and tomorrow through the research paper presentation thing, and I will take you guys along with me. Before that, here is a small reaction of telling my mom that my research paper has been approved to be presented at the conference, and so it is currently 9 o'clock. It was presented from the research team saying that my paper has been selected for the presentation. My research paper has been selected. So it's a very big thing for me because this is my first ever research paper which has gotten selected, and my mom is down for some work, so I'm going down to type out this news and then I will ask her if we can go out. So yeah. मला 10 मिनिटं लेट का झाला माहिती आहे? I got a mail from the research team. My paper has gotten selected for Saturday.
आता कुठलं ते सांग.
The point is that paper has gotten selected without any objection and zero plagiarism, and it has gotten selected. So I will be presenting. So now
present करणार आहे.
8 तारीख.
Women's Day ला.
Yes, it is on women-led development ना. जरा हसशील का? How do you feel after hearing the news?
I'm very happy and very excited for my
I'm importing from the GCI. It is currently 7:40. I am in the college. I have to do a little bit of makeup and touch up and wear my heels and change from these shoes to my heels, formal heels, and then I have breakfast at like 8 o'clock. So once the breakfast is done, I'm going to work on my speech that I will be giving on my research paper, and I will take you guys along with me. And my research paper is going to be presented third and the line in my room, and it is in the first slot, and I'm the first individual presenter in my room and in my slot technically. So that is it. I'll see you guys later and I'll take you guys along with me and stick until the end, and yeah, wish me best of luck. If you guys are here, wish me best of luck in the comments, and let's go.
foster dialogue, ignite ideas, and work towards a future where women are not just included but empowered to
I present here. My name is Gargi Joshi and I am presenting my research paper on women and development titled Breaking Chains, Building Future, Women Now and Development. Breaking Chains, Building Futures. It talks about breaking the societal chains that are currently present which are invisible, which not many people talk about, which not a lot of people are aware of at the face of it, but they know at the back end that something like this is there, but at the face level they don't agree to it because again, what will the society think? What is the society's perception if we talk about such issues? What will happen if we talk about our problems which we are facing as women? Is something that is one of the major issues that women face right now. So that is one thing that this research paper focuses on, going into the depths of women, what women face, then the laws and the development that women that is there in the field. In the society, one is the legal versus societal constraints, as I mentioned earlier, that the women do know that we have legal protection, but they are worried because of the societal pressure that what will the society think. Then we do have the laws. We have the laws that are existing, but the enforcement of it lacks. So even if the woman comes forward to report a case or talk about the issues, there are enforcement lags that happen in cases like domestic violence or POSH Act, and which is there to protect women. But the justice is often delayed because of the lag in the enforcement of laws. So then the focus of the research paper is about evaluating the effectiveness of the laws on domestic violence, workplace harassment and human trafficking. Then it identifies the gaps in the enforcement and the victim support, and it explores ways to enhance legal literacy and awareness of women's socio-economic critical barriers that are there for women-led development. Here I'll put an analogy for the audience here. So basically, when women go through domestic violence and sexual harassment or sexual harassment at workplace, plus they don't have the legal literacy about what legal steps to take, then in a way there is a decrease in the national income of the nation. Now, how does this happen? In economics, we have a circular flow of income with there is two-sector economy and three-sector economy. And in two-sector economy, it is household and firms, and three-sector economy, we have household, firms, and nation. So the individual that is providing to the household and to the firm in two-sector economy. Suppose if a woman has gone through domestic violence and is working to provide for the household and working in the firm, there her mental state of mind gets affected the most because she's already dealing with the trauma, the fear about domestic violence. When the individual is affected because of domestic violence, it indirectly affects her work culture in the office, which again in the three-sector economy, if we look in the three-sector section, it affects the nation's income because when her output in the workplace is less, the working output that she gives to the firm is less, it affects the outcome of the firm. And that's where the sexual harassment at workplace also affects the woman's mental peace, mental state of mind, and in a way it decreases the national income of the nation. And goes through domestic violence and sexual harassment at workplace both, and she's not able to talk about it. That is where the fear factor comes. Where should she open up? And when we don't have that, can I just wrap it up in 2 minutes? So in India we do have significant progress in enacting the laws, but the societal problem, the societal mindset of stopping the women predominantly from taking the step is one of the most important things. And if today we want to work on getting justice to women who have not yet reported their cases or reported their problems, it is very important because if a nation wants to grow or rise, the women in the nation need to have need to stand, and women would not be able to stand if the nation doesn't support or the people or the society doesn't support. So on that note, I would like to end. Yes.
Which are the links for those solutions? Make a change, there must be certain links.
Yes. So the links that I am focusing on in my research paper is the family pressure that comes in. That is, if you're married, if you've gotten married, you need to have this thing that you're married to the person. If the person does something, it is between the two of you, between those two individuals. The society as a masses accepting that okay, you are not a victim, you are a survivor of this thing. You like not victimizing the victim, saying that you have gone through this, but encouraging that person as a survivor and helping.
The focus was not on the legal point of view, but is focusing on even the social stigma, social
Yes.
society pressure, and the social psychology.
Yes.
Yes.